Welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel, everyone. This is Rich, making another video on XRP today as usual. We're going to talk about XRP today, so I hope everyone is having a fantastic day wherever they are in the world. I must begin with this from Eleanor Tourette, who informed me, Caroline Pham, that she was leaving the CFTC after Quintez's confirmation. It appears that Caroline Pham will be returning to the private sector after leaving the CFTC. I wonder whether she will accept a position at Ripple. Caroline D. Pham, CFTC Commissioner, and Brad Garlinghouse, CEO, on a tour of Ripple Labs. Recall the day of the incident, but pro-crypto will even take her position. Now everything is moving in a completely new way. We have completely changed from where we were a year ago. Additionally, I'm interested to see what the SAC and CFTC do. Once regulations are in place, who will have the final say over cryptocurrency? Payments have always been the main application for cryptocurrencies, but just a small number of fintech firms are making it possible for traditional financial institutions to move money more swiftly and affordably. Listen to this out. Yes, therefore, if there are two primary use cases that have begun to emerge when we examine the confluence of digital assets and financial services, either traditional or digital, the first one would be cryptocurrency investment. For example, being able to distribute and invest in digital assets. For example, a variety of distributors engage in the buying, selling, and investing of cryptocurrency assets for their client. That is a significant use case. The second use case involves payments, such as the usage of cryptocurrency assets to pay for financial services. We believe that this tendency will continue for many years to come. With these use scenarios, there are a few things to sort of think about. When clients can buy cryptocurrency assets or go off ramp, that's one thing, right? After then, a wide range of financial use cases can be investigated. For instance, suppose I have two banks or large distributors, one in each of countries A and B. The ability for clients to purchase and sell Bitcoin may now be the initial use case. You know what, though? The second use case might be that I can now send money to country B, pay out in country GPV, and purchase Bitcoin, crypto assets, or stable coins in nation. Suddenly, you have a use case for remittances. Thus, the ecosystem as a whole is distinct. That's right. These use cases can therefore be investigated after we have users or consumers on the digital asset universe. Thus, this is what they require. Adoption is necessary for them to occur. Then these use cases will suddenly start to grow and become more prevalent. The kinds of applications for cryptocurrency as well. In other words, it's possible that this network of convenience stores now takes stable coins or cryptocurrency. The same is true for things like auto dealerships and possibly gym subscriptions. The list is endless. However, you must first get everything set up and users utilizing the system. That's crucial. Mass adoption is therefore necessary, and institutional adoption will result in mass adoption. Additionally, it appears that a bill could be completed by Monday. We're going to finish a bill by Monday, Mike Novogratz said, live on CNBC. Listen to it. Finally, cryptocurrency is at the precipice, as if a bill would be completed on Monday. Nearing institutional adoption at last. We create our business for this very moment, Note that he brought forward a cryptocurrency bill and institutional acceptance. The crypto law is crucial because of this. Regulations must be in place before you can expect that institutional adoption. According to Senator Bill Haggerty, the Senate will enact laws pertaining to cryptocurrency stablecoins next week, making history. That stablecoin measure will be the first thing to be discussed. And then suddenly, soon after that, we will have full-fledged crypto regulations. Now, institutional acceptance is quite near. There is already a demand All we can do is wait for it to occur. In Korea, XRP observes unusual dominance. Korea is a huge fan of XRP. This is what transpired. Bitcoin and USDT were taken by XRP. People in Korea are aware of what XRP is designed to accomplish. They consider it to be the future, and the Korean market reflects this as well. XRP led the board with a 84% market share, easily ahead of Ethereum, Bitcoin, and USDT with a daily trading volume of $351 million. With $151.6 million in volume, XRP surpassed USDT and doubled Bitcoin's figures to take the top spot on BitHome once more. Thus, it is difficult to overlook XRP. Furthermore, nobody believes that XRP will overtake Ethereum. In this run, I believe it will not only flip Ethereum, but also flip Bitcoin. The likelihood of such occurring is high. The CSSFA regulator located in Luxembourg has approved Bitstamp, a Ripple partner, as a crypto asset service provider license under MiCA legislation. MiCA is brought up again because she demonstrates who is subject to regulations, who can comply with them, and who cannot. Tether's inability to pass MAC is well known. This is the amount of money that XRP needs to raise its market value to $1 trillion. Everyone is always talking about market capitalization, and this is all that is required to reach our 1 trillion. Therefore, $8.6 billion multiplied by 100x yields a Coney trillion market valuation at 200x. 600 times $1.43 billion is $4.3 billion. Now, the first figure is intriguing since, according to Jamie Dimon, $8 billion should enter XRP through those ETFs, bringing the market capitalization to $1 trillion and XRP's price to 17. Now, picture this. Prior to a blow-off top in January of next year, XRP reaches a 17. Because of the case-ending restrictions in place and the bundle ISO on top of that Fedwire, we are suddenly looking at a simple 3-digit XRP. Suddenly, end days are being announced every day. Your 3-digit XRP is that, and the ETFs and the anticipated $8.6 billion in inflow are all that will be needed to get this going. Additionally, it only requires 1.43 billion if we use the 600x multiplier. Suddenly, market capitalization of XRP is $5 trillion. We will have to wait and see where this goes. People outside of the cryptocurrency community don't understand what I'm talking about when I bring up this topic. I am really appreciative that you all understand what I am truly expressing. This is extremely optimistic for XRP's future. Kraken and Binance have successfully repelled phishing attempts akin to the Coinbase incident. Thus, it appears to be occurring on the other exchanges as well. The good news is that they prevent the attacks before they even take place. You don't keep your cryptocurrency on exchanges for this reason, though. And I keep saying that your crypto isn't your keys. You want to be